Welcome to Addiction Group's podcast, where we address pressing questions about addiction. Our goal is to provide insight and guidance for those seeking answers. I'm your host, Anna. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us on another insightful episode of Addiction Group's podcast. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that touches many lives: substance use disorders, commonly known as SUD. With us is Ben, a specialist in the field of addiction and recovery. Ben, can you give our listeners a brief introduction to what SUD is?
Sure, Anna. Substance use disorder, or SUD, is a chronic disease characterized by an individual's inability to control their use of drugs, alcohol, or medication. It's a medical condition that affects the brain and behavior, causing both physical and emotional dependence on substances.
What types of substances typically lead to SUD?
Really, it can be a wide range. We're talking about illicit drugs like cocaine, prescription medications, including opioids and stimulants, synthetic substances like heroin and fentanyl, and even legal substances like alcohol and nicotine. It's a broad spectrum.
So addiction can occur in a social setting or even with medications prescribed by a doctor?
Exactly. Someone might start using a substance socially or experimentally, or they could develop an addiction after being prescribed medication for legitimate health issues. Over time, a person's tolerance to the substance increases, and they find themselves needing more to achieve the same effect, eventually getting to the point where they can't stop, even if it's causing harm.
What are some signs that someone may be struggling with SUD?
There are several red flags, like using the substance despite its harmful consequences, regular and often daily use, the development of intense cravings, and increasing amounts needed to feel the effects. Also, if they're neglecting responsibilities or engaging in risky behaviors to get the drug, those are major warning signs.
What sorts of health risks are associated with SUD?
The risks are quite extensive and can impact nearly every part of the body, ranging from brain, heart, and lung damage to a susceptibility to mood disorders and infectious diseases. Social problems and difficulties with work or school are also common.
Let's talk about detox. Can you explain what it entails and why professional assistance is crucial?
Detox is essentially the process of allowing the body to rid itself of a substance while managing the symptoms of withdrawal, which can be quite severe. Professional detox provides not only medical supervision and support, but also access to medications that can reduce these withdrawal symptoms, making the process safer and more comfortable.
What options do individuals have when it comes to detox?
There's a range of detox programs available, such as medication-assisted treatment, or MAT, inpatient and outpatient treatments. MAT helps manage symptoms and cravings, while inpatient programs offer intensive, round-the-clock care. On the other hand, outpatient detox allows individuals to return home daily, but requires a supportive environment.
Are there differences in detoxing from drugs versus alcohol?
Detox affects the entire body, irrespective of the substance. However, handling multiple addictions at once, like both drugs and alcohol, can be particularly challenging. The approach usually involves comprehensive lifestyle changes, and professional support is key.
Is it safe to detox at home or abruptly quit cold turkey?
Detoxing at home poses significant risks. It's painful, difficult, and without medical supervision, it can even be life-threatening due to possible severe withdrawal symptoms. The central nervous system has to recalibrate after long-term substance use, and doing this without medical expertise can lead to dangerous consequences.
So what would you say to someone who is considering beginning their detox journey?
The first step is always to seek professional help. A medically supervised detox is the safest route, and it sets the stage for a successful long-term recovery. Quitting is just the beginning. Recovery is a continual journey that one doesn't have to go through alone.
Ben, thank you for sharing your knowledge with us today. To our listeners, remember that support and resources are available, and taking the step to reach out for help can be the beginning of a hopeful new chapter.
It was my pleasure, Anna. Thanks for having me, and I hope our conversation today encourages those in need to take that first crucial step towards recovery.
To our audience, keep tuning in to Addiction Group's podcast for more discussions that shed light on addiction, treatment, and recovery. Stay safe and take care of each other. Thank you for tuning into Addiction Group's podcast. We hope our discussions bring clarity to your queries about addiction. Remember, we're here to support and guide you. Until next time, stay informed and stay strong.